Namaste one and all. Welcome back to another English online session. Today we are going to look into another important topic in advanced writing. We have already seen the formal letter, article writing, poster and advertisement. Today I am going to teach you or explain you how to frame or how to draft a report. So today's topic is report writing. Now let's see what is a report writing. A report is a written account of something that one has observed, heard, done, or investigated. It is a systematic and well organized presentation of facts and findings of an event that has already taken place somewhere. Reports are used as a form of written assessment to find out what you have learned from your reading, research, or experience to give you the experience of an important skill that is widely used in the workplace. Now let's see the important points you have to keep in mind while preparing a report. The first one is headline, a descriptive title that is expressive of the contents of the report. So you should have a frame or develop a descriptive title that gives a basic idea about the news. So the keywords of the title should give some idea about the news. So you should develop such a title. The next important point is byline. Name of the person writing the report along with the designation. It is generally given in the question. Remember, you are not supposed to mention your personal details in your answer. So just below the title or the heading, you should mention the person who was writing this report. So for the exam point of view, you should not reveal your identity. The name and designation of an imaginative person will be given to you in the question paper. You can use that. So the second point is byline, that is the name of the person who is writing this report and also his designation. If it is a newspaper, the third important thing is place and date of the reporting. So you should mention where that particular incident happened and when it was happened. So these two details are very important. You have to mention the place where the incident taken place and the date when the particular incident was taken place. These two are very important if you are preparing a news report. And the next one is the opening paragraph. It includes the expansion of the headline. It needs to be short as it is a general overview of the report. So before giving the details about the incident or something you are reporting, you should give an initial idea about that particular report. So it is like an overview. Within that, the reader may understood what the report is about. So it should be brief as well as it just give a overall idea of the particular report. So this should be included in the opening paragraph. And the next point is the account of the event in detail. It is generally written into two parts. First, complete account of what happened in its chronological sequence, preferably, and second, the witness remarks. So after you give a overview in the introduction passage, now you are going to give the report detailing. So it was also splitted into two parts. The first one, you give a general idea about the incident happened or about that particular event very detailedly. You will give in a chronological, in the time sequence, from the beginning to the end. You give the each and every detail. Then you just go for the witness remarks. So you just collect details from some of the witness related to the event, and you just include that also in the third paragraph, or after the giving of complete details. You will give some details about the opinion or the remarks of the witnesses. So once more, these two passages are giving the complete idea about the report, I mean the incident you are going to narrate here. The final one is concluding paragraph. This will include the action that has been taken so far or that will be taken. It is the last paragraph. So something has been happened. You are reporting it. So after that incident, what are the actions taken to rectify if something should be corrected, or what are the things they are going to, or what are the actions they are going to take to solve the problem, if it is a problem related to that. So you can include everything that in the concluding passage, and the hope of the people that this should be done regarding this event or this incident. So what are the things happened or taken place, and what are the actions they are going to take? Everything can be included in the concluding passage of a report. That's all about the newspaper report. Now let's see what are the things we have to keep in mind while preparing a magazine report. The first one is the same as the newspaper report, the title. A catchy title can be used, and it should give a minimum level of idea about the uh, report you are going to write. And the second one is also same, the byline. If it is asked in the exam, just be careful, don't reveal your identity. The name and designation of the writer will be given in the question. You can use that. And about the date and time, it is not included in the magazine report. It is not necessary to include in the magazine report, but it is important in the newspaper report. Then we are coming to the opening paragraph of a magazine report. So it is the introduction of that particular report. It may include the 5 W's, namely what, why, when, and where, along with who was invited as the chief guest. So if it is about a program, a cultural event, or a seminar or a symposium, anything, so you should give the answer for these questions, like what it is, what kind of a program it is, so why it is organized, the reason why it is organized. So when you are going to conduct that event, that date and time should be included in the content part, and where which place you are conducting this program, the venue of the program. And if you are inviting a chief guest, or someone is going to give a lecture or something in that program, a dignitary, you can mention that also in the introduction passage. The next point you have to keep in mind while preparing a magazine report, the account of the event in detail. So if it is a cultural program, as I said earlier, or a seminar, you have to give the whole detail about that particular program. The proper sequence of events that occurred along with their description. So from the welcome speech or the initial program, from that to end of the program, all these details should be included in this section. It is the main paragraph and can be split into 2 short paragraphs if required. So it is important to split this paragraph into 2 or 3 conveniently. Long passages, okay, you should avoid writing long passages. You can split it to 2 or 3 passages. It should have all the details happened or conducted in that particular event. Finally, the conclusion of a magazine report. This will include a description of how the event ended. It may include quote excerpts from the chief guest speech or how did the event wind up. So this is the conclusion part of the this magazine report. You can end the report with a quote, a famous person's quote, or the message given by the chief guest, the important part or the highlighting point the chief guest said about this particular program can be included in this passage, or you can wind up with a quote as I said earlier. So these are the two format. Slightly the magazine report is slightly different from newspaper report. These are the two formats of report writing. In the board exams, any one of these types of report writing will be asked in the advanced writing session. So you should ready to attend these question. For that you can practice more samples available in the internet. Go through the examples given the question papers. That will help you to get used with this sort of writing, and you can score good marks or even full marks in these board exams. So I hope you understood how to draft a report writing. See you all in the next class with another topic. Bye.